All right, we are back with another podcast. It feels like forever,
We back, man. You know, it's
Get
crazy
my
because
cup.
it only be 2 weeks,
Max.
but it be feeling like a month
You do.
or more. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how I be feeling that way. But you know, we
Yeah.
back in here though.
I be thinking that like when I look at the post, like I haven't posted in a minute
Right,
on the podcast, but then I'm like, oh, it's only 6 days ago.
Right.
It got released. Like,
Right.
so
Right.
6 days for like forever.
right. How was it filming by yourself, man?
Oh man, it was actually very like cool. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did 2 takes.
Did you?
I did because
So you did like a whole ep and then redid it, or
Yeah.
okay?
I got back to the laptop. And
Yeah,
I
you just wasn't feeling it.
I think I filmed it. I was tired,
Yeah,
and the first time I filmed it, it felt like a chore. Like
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what to say, how to say it, and then it just didn't seem too natural because I was very tired. My eyes were bloodshot red.
yeah,
So then the second time, same topics, just a little bit more energy. Like you know what I'm saying. I was like, okay, like lock in,
Right.
You know what I'm saying because it's
Right.
showing on camera for
Right.
sure.
that be the stuff people don't see. I ain't even going front. Like
Yeah.
we do that a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's like what y'all see, that might have been 2 takes, 3 takes, 4 takes, because it's just like sometimes like it just don't hit the way you want it to hit, or like you just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is with me. Like I'll
Especially
do something when
solo.
I'm not feeling it, and I'm like, okay, I got to do this. Let me just get it done.
Yeah.
And I play it back, and I'm like, I could tell I wasn't feeling it because
Yeah.
it's like I'm just going through the motions. Like, okay, I got to do this, this, and this, and it's like, that don't make for good content.
Especially solo, where it's
Right.
like I can't just like I might be off that day and I
Yeah.
can just throw the
Yeah,
line.
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
But it's like
be the assist king on that one.
word, but
Yeah.
man. So, but no, I enjoyed it. I definitely want to do more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to do those ones based off of like current things happening.
Yep.
So if there's really not much happening in the world or stuff that I really don't want to speak on, I don't see myself doing it maybe that week. But if there's definitely something like, and one, I'm a big basketball fan, so it might be a mix of regular events than a little bit of basketball.
Yeah.
events.
Yeah. You do football though? You care about football?
I do
or
care
you
about
keep-
football, yeah.
Yeah. Because football preseason just started up.
Yeah.
Which I got to figure. I mean, I haven't turned my TV on. Like my TV does not come on at my house. I don't
Mm-hmm.
watch TV, but I do miss watching football. Like I haven't really watched football since I was on the West Coast. Like when I was back
Oh, yeah.
home, like bro, Saturdays college football season. Don't hit me up. Like my phone on D&D. Like I'm watching football. Sunday, like
You
NFL.
got
Like
pull-up,
I'm watching
'cause
football.
We doing that over here.
Bet.
Doing all.
Say less, bro.
I actually gotta get bigger
less.
TV.
Say less. That's all I need to hear right there, bro. Yeah, that's all I need to hear right there.
I was looking at like the 85 inches, cause that's what I want it for out there.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. That's a bet, man. I'm here. I'm
yeah.
here.
Even probably turn this one into like a multi.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I have both rooms.
Yep. So you was in Kansas City.
I was.
Kansas City is in Missouri, though, right? I think there's one in both. I think there's a
So-
Kansas City in Kansas too, right?
Yeah, I looked it up on the map.
Okay.
Right, because I was confused as well.
Yeah.
It actually divides. So.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay,
like,
that makes sense.
Depending on what part of
Okay.
the Kansas City you're on, you're either Missouri or Kansas.
That makes sense.
And-
I knew it was in both, but I never looked it up
Yeah.
to get that piece of it. So yeah.
I was maybe like probably right on the line. Honestly, I was downtown, so I think that's like right on the line. And
Yeah.
if you go one way, like 5 miles, you in Kansas technically.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, it was cool. A lot of nature, a lot of trees, a lot of things you don't see out in Vegas.
Right.
And like I said, when I tell y'all, I was so sad because like I'm driving to the airport to my hotel is about 30 minutes from the airport to downtown. You're driving through all these trees, houses that have been built years ago. You could tell, but it looks so nice with a lot of land. Like they got acres of land. You know what I'm saying? Even flying in, you could see like the property lines amongst the trees.
Mhm.
Because people like have like their yard done.
Yeah.
And it's like a little nice patch, and then you got all these trees around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So then when I get to downtown, all that goes away, and it's just buildings. So I'm like,
So it made you feel like you was back home.
yeah, I was like, I
Yeah.
got this at home.
Yeah.
Like, but there's like only like one good hotel in that downtown, and I was in it. The rest were rough, apparently. So.
Yeah. I've never been to. I got some family that live in St. Louis, which they actually live in East St. Louis, which is in. Let's see. Is it in Missouri? I think East St. Louis. I think is in Kansas, or I don't know.
Yeah,
It's somewhere. It's somewhere, but I've only driven through. I ain't never actually been
to Missouri.
really been there. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah. After that, I was supposed to go to be in LA this week.
So what happened?
I don't know. You want to go full details, or do we want to save it?
What happened, man?
You know what?
What was you gonna be in LA for?
I'm just gonna say it all.
What was the trip for?
I'm gonna say it all. I don't care.
That's what this is
Hold on,
for.
let me get this drink.
Yeah, that's what this is for. You know what I'm saying? Lay it out there. Let's talk about it.
So, for people who do know what I do, work with influencers, celebrities, send that with quotes because you take it as you wish. Everybody to me is human, but influencers, celebrities, athletes, whatever. I got booked by the Newmans, Jamie and Jaden. You know,
and I didn't know who they were until you told me.
Oh yeah,
because I'm not in the, I'm not really in the up and in the know of all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know who it was till you told me. I had to look them up.
Yeah, so they, Jaden Newman, she got leaked. Unfortunately.
Or fortunately, depending on.
Well, yeah, depending on how you want your career to go.
Yeah.
They hit me up to basically do like a music video for them this past week. Song was dropping on Friday, and then I was scheduled to go from Tuesday, Wednesday, and then fly out Wednesday. I don't know. I just, there's a couple of things that didn't really align well with me, my morals, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
What can I really speak on? I think I don't like forced sexual things.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't anything dealing with like that type of world. I feel like it has to be full consent from the person whose body it is.
For sure.
And I'm gonna be real. I haven't talked to Jaden about her own music video. So all the ideas that were being presented, all the concepts, all the looks, it's from the team, the family, without actually talking to that person.
Yeah.
So I felt kind of odd doing that.
For sure. And the just to add some clarity for myself and the audience, so they wanted to do the music video to basically ride the wave of the leaked video.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and then and even like I saw she did an interview with No Jumper. I was supposed to be there for that one as well. But then watching that interview, I'm kind of glad I wasn't because some crazy things were said.
That was the clip that I saw that I sent to you because I was just like, man, like I'm not really, I don't stay up on that type of stuff, but I didn't realize, that was the time we was in where we doing press tours on, you know what I'm saying, like leaked sex tapes. Like I didn't realize that was a thing. Clearly it is. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
And then that's weird too to have like the whole family just like there on the press tour though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they go on live talking about it. And y'all, I'm simple. We're hired guns.
Right.
We do our job, go in, go out. But at the same time, there's still a moral line. And there's certain things that you have to like stand for. In this industry.
Yeah, and I think so. People really got to understand that. Like in what we do, there's two groups of people. There's the group of people that everything is professional. It's a job. We're not looking at the context of what's happening. Like we're not even really like mentally tuned in with what's happening. We're just we're doing our job. We're capturing, we're doing what we're supposed to do. That's one group. Then you have the other group, which sadly I think is a bigger group where they have ulterior motives behind this stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
So you would have one person that's doing a music video and it's just work. It's just business. That's it. You got the other group that is like, oh, well, I saw what she was doing on the leak tape. So, I'm about to try to see if I can shoot my shot and see if I can get her to do this and get my own little, sex tape over here. You got, those two groups of people in this space.
Yeah, that's never been me. And I think the biggest thing is about principle and morals. So for me, I was friends with Julian first.
And that's the brother?
The brother.
Okay.
So we were filming stuff. He introduced me to his family, his sister, all that stuff. Immediately, my thought process is, I'm not trying to get with your sister.
Right.
Because we are homies first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not that type of dude.
Right.
You invite me to your house, I'm not going to be able to try and mac on your sister.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. That's disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just never saw her or anybody like in that type of light. It was like business, friendship, whatever. And I just couldn't do it. But some people, they want to chase the opportunity. They want to be like, oh, I'll work with this person, work with that person. And I think for the people who do it so much, it's just like, yeah, I can say no to that and not care one bit. Like,
I mean, I commend him on riding the wave, because I think that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? If you got something that's got you trending, regardless of whether it's good or bad, it makes sense to ride that wave. You know, while your name is being talked about, ride the wave.
they compared her to Kim Kardashian.
I agree. I don't agree with that. so I do agree with riding the wave. This ain't no Kim K situation. But what I struggle with is like the context of it and doing a press tour on that. And I don't know these people. Like, I'm not trying to dog them or speak negatively. Like, I'm just giving my opinion. Like, if it were me, I would be uncomfortable doing that. Like, I know if my sister had a sex tape leak, the last thing I want to do is have I don't want to be a part of any of that, because to me, that's very uncomfortable. Like, I don't even want to think about my sister doing that, let alone like me being a part of a press tour about it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's weird, you know, I'm just going to say it straight up. I think it's weird that as a father,
for sure,
you're facilitating it. You're putting things in place. That's weird, because I don't have any kids, but when I do, hey, who my daughter is after 18, I did my best.
Right.
But certain things you just don't want to see.
Right.
You know, out of respect. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, I don't even drink it from my mom.
Right. I
don't
drink. I don't cuss. Right. You know what I'm saying? Me, I be cussing up a storm when I'm with my peoples, but when I'm with Mom Dukes, like, nah, we not cussing. So, I'm not drinking. Yeah, none of that.
Even like, I can only imagine if it was like my tape got leaked,
right,
and then my mom sees it,
right.
Once she wouldn't even want it,
right? She wouldn't even.
She'd be like, "What app is it? Oh, let me stay away from that app."
I would just tell Mom, like, "Hey, there's a video out there. Don't go look. Don't." Well, she wouldn't anyway. But I wouldn't want her to see that. I wouldn't want anybody in my family to see it, because it's just uncomfortable. But
it'd be more weird if my mom then was like, "Yeah, so let's go on this interview real quick, talk about it, and we're gonna do this and that." And that's what threw me off with the whole situation, where it's just like, again, and I'm also for it. Who you are after 18, I don't judge you. I've worked with, you know, X-rated stars and OnlyFans people, all that. But these are people who came to me directly, saying, "Hey, here's what I do. I want to do this now."
Yeah.
In this type of light. Again, I never got any word from her directly.
Yeah. Like,
this is my concept. This is what I want to be. This is who I want to be. So that's why I felt more forced. Yeah,
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would feel comfortable with it either, just because, again, like, I don't know these people, so like I'm not speaking negatively on them at all, but I know for me as a man, I would be like, ride the wave, but let's figure out how we could change the trajectory so that it's not centered around this leaked tape. Now, what I will say from like a very objective point of view is, I feel like people that have something like this happen and they ride that wave, it was either intentional. Like, the leak was either intentional, or this was the path that they already wanted to go down anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you legitimately had something like that leak, and like you didn't want to do OnlyFans, you didn't want to be known for a sex tape, you didn't want to do any of that, you would do everything you can to change the conversation. So if you're not doing that, it's because this is what you wanted to have happen anyway. So you either intentionally made it happen, or you're like, hey, it happened. This is great because this is what we wanted to do. Let's roll with it. I don't really condone either one of those personally, but
I think it's definitely was orchestrated. I think that, and I'm not going to say this family directly, but a lot of people I've met in this world, where it's like everybody's chasing a high, chasing clout, and looking for the next big thing. And people forget that bills add up. Whether you are an influencer, whether you have a 9-to-5, everybody got bills.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And just like anybody in a freelance field, you might have some slow months. You might have a slow period.
Yep.
So in that world, to get over that hump, you need to start trending again. You need to start being viral. You need to start getting your views back up. Because your longevity can be for a 3-month span, then you drop off, then go, pick back up. So I think they hit a drought.
Yeah.
this was the way
Which,
to funnel some cash.
To
And
be honest,
nothing wrong with that.
I was about to say the same thing. Like I can't say it's wrong just because it's not what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Just because I wouldn't do it or I feel my way about it doesn't make it wrong. And it's like if you're already in that space and that's what you do and you're okay with that being out there and you haven't. You disagree?
I disagree. Only because I agree with if that's what you want to do. If you want to go out there, if you want to go be a X star and go, do that with your life, I fully support you. Want to go be a stripper? Go. I don't care. As long as you want to do that. Whereas this situation, with my inside knowledge, I definitely feel like it's more so of this is a family plan on how we are going to eat as a family.
Yeah.
It's not so much saying you.
Yeah.
Because what's the other option? The brother go out there and slang dick? No, that's not going to happen.
Right.
Like,
which I mean, I feel you, and I mean, families do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always felt that way about pageants. You know what I'm saying? When you see like these young girls in pageants, like you can't tell me that this 8-year-old is wanting to do all these things that she's having to do in the pageant. Like that's usually the mom that didn't have success in that world or is seeing money and they're pushing their kids to do that. And I will disagree with that 10 times out of 10.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to force my kids to do something to help make me money. You know what I'm saying? I'll push you to do things in this world, but I'm not going to push you to do things you don't want to do just because it financially benefits me.
Yeah,
that's wild to me. As a parent, as a brother, as an uncle, as a friend, as a boyfriend, as a husband, like I can't ever see myself being able to look at myself in the mirror if that's what I'm doing. Like I can't use you for my gain. That's just not me. I'm not that type of guy. So it's wild to think that like people do that, but I do know that people do that.
Yeah,
you know
people
what I'm
do
saying?
that, and it's definitely man, there's so much I want to say.
Yeah,
We
don't need to air it out. I mean, people can go to Twitter and you can see all the it's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
but it's a lot, man, and and I've worked with this family countless number of times. Some good experiences, some really bad experiences, and probably a story time for for later. But yeah, man, like so much to say. I can't say it. But
yeah, would you ever do OnlyFans content and like filming? Let me clarify. Would you ever film like explicit?
Oh, I have
OnlyFans content.
I have.
Yeah.
I filmed. Man, it's gonna sound crazy, but I filmed like a full guy-girl scene. That was wild. I filmed girls only, girls and girls, 2 girls. Like I filmed. It's something you really don't. People like all the time, like, oh, you do camera stuff for that, and it's like no. And once you do it, you really don't want to like showcase. Like you're not showcasing or broadcasting. Like here's what I've done. But I've definitely filmed it. Have you?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. I had the opportunity when I lived in LA.
Okay.
There was a guy that I met, and he worked with a porn company, and he found out what I did, and we got cool. Like it wasn't anything he threw at me when we first met, but we hung out a few times and we got cool. And he was like, "Hey man, have you ever thought about this? Like, I love you. Like you seem like you really know what you're doing. Like I could get you in. Da da da." He was like, it pays pretty good, and I was just like. I was like, now I can separate, like I can just do work. Like I could go do that and separate my personal feelings about it. But I was like, I'm just not for the porn industry. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't judge people that do it. Do whatever you want to do because it doesn't impact me. I don't judge you. But I don't approve of porn. Like I don't approve of OnlyFans. I don't approve of people selling their body. Like that's not something that I approve of.
Yeah.
So it kind of was like going to where you're talking about, like there just was like a moral conflict that I had where it's like, yeah, it is just work, but I'm working in an industry that I don't really approve of. So I was just like, I can't do this.
I mean, I got paid, especially for like that guy girl thing. It was wild.
I mean, he said the money was good. We didn't talk numbers, but I mean, I know, they make a lot of money in that. So I'm like, I'm sure it was good for what it was.
It was about, I got paid about $2,000 for 1 hour.
Yeah.
and sending them all raw footage, no editing. Yeah, and that was cool with me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I was actually supposed to have a porn star on here, a known one at that. Still working on it, you know, because they're very skeptical about which podcast they come on and dealing with guys. Yeah. But I don't necessarily judge them. I have a lot of questions, you know, but it's like all out of respect. Like, if anything, I respect it. I mean, you sitting on the money. I mean,
there's money in it, and I just say if as long as this is what I would say to any of them, because it's like we say all the time, like, we don't judge people, and it's like, do you really not judge people? Like, if you don't approve of it, you know, how can you not judge somebody if they're doing something you don't approve of? And it's like, well, I cannot judge them because what they're doing doesn't impact my life, and that's why I cannot judge, because it doesn't impact me. I do whatever you want to do. But I always tell people, it's like, okay, if you could do this, especially like the young girls doing OnlyFans, it's like, first of all, are you okay with the fact that, like, this will be out there for forever? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's like, it doesn't matter that it's behind a paywall. Like, this will be on the internet for forever. This will be on people's hard drives for forever. Are you okay with that, first of all? Second of all, when you decide that you don't want to do this anymore, are you going to be able to look at yourself and move past that era of your life where you basically did sex work? Will you be able to move past that? Because at some point you will. Like, you're not going to want to be a sex worker for the rest of your life. So at some point you're going to have an epiphany and say, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Are you going to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and accept the period of your life where you were a sex worker?
Do you blame maybe like the male audience for just overly funding and supporting that career? Like, because we're like their buyers, you know what I'm saying? Where it's probably about 85 to 90%.
You know, it's I like, there's a part of me that wants to say that, but it's hard for me to say that, because it's like, at the end of the day, I don't want to say they're just doing what guys do, but it's like, if I can pay you $10 to see you naked and that's what I'm into, you can't fault the guy. Like, if you didn't put it out there, then I wouldn't have it to purchase.
That's fair.
But if you're putting it out there, and it's like, like, people go to Starbucks every day, and they spend $10 every day at Starbucks. So if I just got to drop $10 a month and I can see naked pictures of you for $10 for a Starbucks drink, how can you fault the guy?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, they're putting it out there. You're obviously putting it out there for somebody to buy it. Now, of course, like, if there were no buyers, they wouldn't do it, but that's a fairy tale world.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be men that, you know, can't get that type of female. They can't get those kind of pictures to their phone without paying for it. Yeah. So they're going to pay for it because, hey, it's more than what I would get otherwise, so I'll take it.
That's facts.
You can't fault that.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then even on the flip side, there's a lot of money to be made in selling your body. Yeah. There's a lot of money. So it's like, can I fault a girl that's, you know, maybe she's broke, you know what I'm saying, and she's looking at a way, how can I make some money very quickly? The quickest way to make money is sell your body.
I think right now, that's the misconception with, like, a lot of girls who get into it, where they can have, you know, like, they can get started and they can still make no money. It's not immediate money glitch because...
You know why they don't make money?
Not promoting it.
You nailed it. And I was literally just talking to a girl a couple weeks ago that is starting OnlyFans. She didn't start it a couple weeks ago. We were talking about it a couple weeks ago, and she was talking about how, like, you know, she really hasn't had any traction. And I was like, if you want to make it as an OnlyFans person, you can't be scared to promote yourself. Like, you've got to be promoting it on your Instagram. You've got to be putting content out on X. You've got to promote your OnlyFans. And if you do that, you will get people to sub. You will make money. But you got to be okay putting out there that you are a sex worker. Yeah. And most girls want to have the benefit of making the money, but anonymous. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't work that way.
I know a girl like that who literally has one, but is afraid to let everybody know. Yep. But then is wondering why she's not successful. Yep. It's like, that's your job. You got to promote yourself. You got to promote it in your field. You know what I'm saying?
You got to promote it.
Because if not, your competition is these girls who have the hundreds of thousands of followers. Yep. Who are doing regular content, but then people know from seeing them on regular content. Yep. She has explicit content too. Yep. So let me go be curious and go see that. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, you gotta promote that stuff. But
Yep, you do. And then a lot of them don't want to do that. And it's like, then you shouldn't be in that game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't stand on it with pride and be like, this is what I'm doing, and call it what it is, it's sex work. Okay? Yeah. Like, don't try to sugarcoat it. You're a sex worker. Okay? Sex worker doesn't mean prostitute. Like, you are a sex worker. You are selling your body. It's transactional. Sex working. If you're not ready to stand on that 10 toes, then you're not ready to be in that space. Yeah. Like, you got to be able to stand on it. And I think that's the struggle. Like, girls want the money. They don't want the publicity and the visibility. And it's like, it doesn't work that way. Like, it'll be a very slow grind. Like, you can build up over time that way, because people will just kind of find you low key. You could build it, but it's going to take time. If you want that quick dollar, create an OnlyFans and post it to your story.
I don't know how.
And you'll make $1,000 by the end of the day.
Could you date a girl with OnlyFans?
Absolutely not.
Respect. And
I know you can, because you've talked about it on this pod in your earlier days, and I know you can. I absolutely cannot. And this is where, and we don't have these conversations too often, where it's the age gap and the generational gap between us. And I think that really is the fundamental reason why I'm completely against it and why you're okay with it. Because with your generation, you grew up in a world where basically your whole life is out there and is on social media. And so you don't necessarily have like this, I want to keep my life private. I don't really push it out there. I grew up in an era where we didn't even have social media. So like the thought of putting every aspect of your life, or like the more intimate parts of your life, on social media, my generation, we're like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So for me, I'm that same way with who I'm dating. Like, I don't want my girl to put the stuff that should be reserved for me out there for everybody to see. And that's the issue that I have with it. Like, if I'm with a girl, all of that stuff should be reserved for people like me. When you're in relationships, like, you should be holding that sacred. And so to put it out there and to let somebody pay $10 and see the stuff that's supposed to be sacred for me, that doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that works for, like, a lot of guys don't care.
I mean, I wanna renege on this.
Yeah,
podcast.
but I don't think you would, like, if it was a girl that you was really feeling. See, it's cool when it's just a girl you effing with.
Yeah, that's
if it's a girl you really trying to like wifey up.
That's what I was going to say.
You're not gonna be cool with that.
I like to renege on this podcast where, I think when I said that stuff, I was going through more of a.
I was about to say, phase. You was in your hot boy phase when you said that. Like, you was fresh off the breakup.
But now that I've been calm, back to my peace, I couldn't necessarily. No, like you said, a girl I'm just messing around with. You have that, cool. You want me to put a ring on it? That's a different conversation. Yeah. You want to be a bond. Could you date a girl that had, past tense, had an OnlyFans? So she doesn't have, like, you meet her today. She doesn't have it today. She's not doing it today, but she had one back in the day and was active on it. Would you be able to date her? I believe in second chances.
I
do. Wait, though. I believe in second chances. I believe in, people can change. Does it bother me? Okay, I put it like this, right? What if her body count is low? Like 5. Because there's girls out there without OnlyFans who have a higher body count than some of these OnlyFans girls. So if I'm going into really thinking about it, okay, well, everybody may have seen you, but nobody had access to you like that. Whereas other girls, somebody may have more access to you. And they may not have seen you all the way, but 20, 25 guys have seen you.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be real, because I'm a real nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm open-minded. That's a valid point.
Yeah.
And I will absolutely give you a point for that, because that is true. There is a difference between somebody being able to see. It's kind of like window shopping versus buying. You know what I'm saying? Just because you were able to window shop, you wasn't able to buy it.
Yeah.
I was able to buy it. So I will give you that point. I think I would still struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of one of those where it's like, I can't give a blanket statement. As much as I want to be like, nope, I wouldn't do it. It's just not for me. I think it would depend on the circumstances. Because, like, people do, contrary to what people realize, people do have OnlyFans that is not explicit at all. There are people that have an OnlyFans that just shows kind of like a more intimate view of their life, but there's nothing explicit about it at all. There's people that have OnlyFans and it's all feet. There's people that have OnlyFans and never show their face. You know what I'm saying? So OnlyFans isn't just like you banging on camera. So I think, like, I would have to know, like, what it was, what made you want to do it, like, what was the circumstances. Like, there's a lot that would have to go into that.
I think we got to reshape the question because of the age gap thing. I think because for me, I'm saying that as when I'm maybe 35, 40, a girl who had one in her early 20s, maybe. Now, girls at your early 20s that have OnlyFans. So if a girl was like a video vixen. Or, you know what I mean, one of the girls who's out there around LA, like.
Man, so, you know, I think I would still struggle. Now, it's funny because I know a couple video vixens from back in the day. And just in my mind, I'm just thinking like, and I don't know. I ain't never talked to him, but I'm just like, if you was a video vixen, you probably got ran through.
Yeah, I'm not talking about current day video vixens.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I just feel like you was probably getting ran through. You know what I'm saying? Because that was kind of the thing. Like, you was just like, like, I want to be, like, I want access to this stuff. So if all I got to do is, you know, sleep with her,
and it's like also with this rapper.
I would struggle with that.
This rapper's brother, and I was with this rapper, and then this basketball player, and you're like, dang, in the 90s too.
Man, so see, here's where I think I have to really work with myself, because, like, as I get older, it's kind of like the older you get, the less you're gonna find somebody that doesn't have this type of baggage that you deem negative today. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're 20. It's easy to find somebody that hasn't done any of that stuff because they're 20. But then you get to 30 and it's just like, well, they live life. Like, you get 30, it's going to be harder to find that. You get 40, it's even harder, you know, because it's just like people did stuff. And the older you get, the harder it's going to be able to find somebody that's quote unquote pure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I probably got to, I mean, thankfully I've not been in that situation, but I was thinking about this the other day. I'm perfectly fine being single for the rest of my life.
I feel that.
Because these days I protect my peace. And if I feel like I'm in a situation to where I can't be at peace, I would rather be by myself. And I think that's important. What a lot of people don't do is, like, you got to be happy being by yourself first. Because if you're not happy being by yourself, number one, that's when you get in situations that aren't good for you, because you just want to have somebody. And me, I'm like, I don't need anybody. So if I'm going to invite you into my space, it's because I legitimately want you there, not because I need you there, not because you're completing some piece of me. It's like, I want you there because I want you. If you're not bringing peace to my life, like, I'm cool never having anybody there. So I think I'm at a place in life now where I'm just like, if you have all that, that's fine. Like, I don't look at you as a lesser person. Like, when I say that stuff, like, I don't look at anybody that does this stuff like they're beneath me. But we all have, like, what we like and what we desire and what we're okay with. And that's just not for me. Because I know I wouldn't be able to look at you as pure as I need to treat you the way that you need to be treated. Like, there's always going to be a part of me that's just going to be like, damn, so you was just busting it open on camera and selling it to people? Like,
man,
like, really?
I think it's a difference between OnlyFans and then porn. You know what I'm saying? Porn, no, I probably couldn't marry you because there's videos of you doing crazy things with crazy people. But then OnlyFans,
like, I probably would be cool with somebody that did feet. Like, I can see myself dating a girl and she wants to do like a feet OnlyFans, and I'd be like, we're gonna have the best feet OnlyFans that exists. Like, you got the best media, like, we're gonna have the best content that anybody's ever seen. I can see myself doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like feet is such a non-sexual thing, but people make it sexual, that it's like, I would be okay with that. Because I know a girl lives in North Carolina. All her money comes from her feet OnlyFans. Now, I do feel like eventually the problem is you have to keep going up because people get tired, like, they want more and more. But you can make a lot of money selling content of your feet. I'd probably be okay with that.
I'll be okay with that.
I would be okay with like lingerie, like, if she wasn't showing her face, I probably would be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But it would have to be like, why do you want to do it? Like, what's your drive to want to do it? Like, or do you want the attention, or is it purely transactional to where you're looking at it from a business perspective of, I got nice feet. I could make us $3,000 a month just showing my feet.
Mm-hmm.
If she's coming at me like that, I'm more prone to be like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Versus just either I want the attention or she can't really give me a solid answer.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, I don't know, because that might lead into other stuff. But if you come to me with like a business plan, like, nah. Like, I've been doing the research. Like, I could pay for this house just with us putting content of my feet out there.
All right, let's do it.
Let me go set up the cam, put these lights up. I'll be ready about 30 minutes. You good? Like, let's go.
What color polish you want?
Right.
For the first photo. Nah, man, I think, it's kind of sad also, though, I think, where, some girls who just hit 18, 19, and their first thought is like, oh, I'm doing OnlyFans to make money.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even give life a chance.
Right.
Like, you didn't even, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Like,
well, you got to think, and this is the problem with like young people.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about the future. Imagine you turn 18, you do an OnlyFans. You're 25, you're married, you have a daughter. Your daughter gets older, your daughter's in school. Somebody finds that content of you doing OnlyFans. Now your daughter got to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where it was like when you did it at 18, the only person you had to worry about was yourself, your family to a degree, but really yourself. But now, 10 years later, 12 years later, your daughter is being ridiculed because everybody got pictures of her mom busting it open on her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, you got to think that far in advance because this stuff doesn't go away.
It don't.
So it's like if you feel like you want to have kids someday, I just think it's a mistake to do this type of content because especially these days, and it'll probably only get worse, bullying is crazy.
Oh, it is.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like to have your kids subjected to decisions that you made 10 years ago just because, not because it was like I was about to get evicted out of my house, I had to do what I had to do. You can deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's like you just did it just because you just wanted a quick buck or you wanted the attention, now your daughter got to deal with that. I would never want my daughter to have to go through that, man. I would never want my daughter to have to go through that.
Nah, I think I heard a story from one girl who does it, and she was telling me about how, like, she was doing it from her parents' house. When her parents found out, they kicked her out. And she had nowhere to go. She was homeless, all this stuff. And she's like, I just can't believe they kicked me out. But then I was like, well, I mean, if I'm your dad, yeah, like,
yeah, I mean,
like as a parent, I can't.
You under their house, you got their rules. You know what I'm saying? When I was still living at home, my mom's rule was once I turned 18, she's like, you either get a job or you go to college. She's like, those are your two options. She's like, you're not gonna be at my house, just sitting around, eating my food, living under my roof. She's like, you either get a job or you go to college. And, my mom was great. Like, I never had to pay anything. Like, it wasn't like you get a job and you pay me. It was like, but you got to be doing one of those two things. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You get out of my house. So, to me, it's the same principle. Where it's like, you can be in my house, but you're not going to be creating explicit content in my house.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Luckily, I think I moved out. Yeah, I moved out at 17. So, I didn't even have that 18-year-old talk. I was already at the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, actually, the perfect segue. I saw something this past week too where it was like the reason why the black community is behind is because at 18 it's like a thing to where you have to be out the house, whereas other cultures embrace stacking your money. Like, you're not saying you gotta be a bum on the couch, but stack your money, stay home, don't worry about no bills, but by 22, 23 you got enough for a down payment on a home. And
do you think that's the case? Because I had no pressure to move out of my mom's house.
I had no pressure.
I had absolutely no pressure, and I had no desire. When I turned 18, there was absolutely no thought in my mind of moving out.
I don't
None
think
at all.
That's the case. For me, I moved out, but that was, my mom was like, don't go. I'm like, nah, I'm out of here. Peace. You know
Why did you move? Like, what made you want to move out at that young an age?
Okay. You know me. You know I'm very, like, old soul minded, but that came from, I think, honestly, hanging around older people too much and the effect of that, where even my friends, I was 14, he was 19, you know, and then I was 16, he was 21, you know what I'm saying? And like just seeing, okay, he has his own place, he's doing this stuff. My other friends are doing this stuff, they have their own place. Okay, by that time, you know, they're in the same world. They're, you know, in front of the camera doing like singing and all this other stuff. So it kind of was like, I gotta get there too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm young, but by 18, you know, they had their own stuff together. But mind you, at that age though, we still partying. I'm doing everything maybe I shouldn't have been doing at those young ages with my friends. But it's kind of like I lived. I don't need to go to all these parties no more. I don't even do house parties. I don't need to go to even the club like that. Like most 21-year-olds want to do. Like, I don't care. I'm really simple. So I think just kind of living fast, and I don't know, that's the best way to explain it.
That's so funny to hear, because I didn't even have my first beer until I was 23.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? I didn't start going to clubs until I was 23. You know what I'm saying? So I never did any of those things as, 18, 19. Like my 21st birthday, I don't even remember what I did, but it involved zero alcohol. Like I did not drink anything. So yeah, for me, it was never, that's crazy. I never had any desire to do that stuff. Like I kind of like life was good. Like I had my friends that I kicked it with, like, and see, it's interesting because I think that that's like the generational difference where, when I was in my 20s, we were still just kicking it on the block. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's what we did. Like everybody met up at somebody's house and we just kicked it for hours. Yeah. And just had a good time. Like we really, like that was all we needed. Like it didn't take much to just have a good day or a good night. Like we just being with the crew and just kicking it, like that was enough.
I feel like nowadays people don't really have that.
Right.
Where it's like, especially like I chill with my older friends in their 40s, at their house, literally just pouring up a drink, watching TV, or watching sports, you know what I'm saying? And we just sit around talking. I've tried doing that with my younger friends who are 21, 23, where even it was like, hey, bro, for some odd reason, I want to have a taco night. It's Tuesday. We're going to have tacos at the crib. I'm going to get some bottles, some liquor, whatever. Just pull up, put some on TV, watch a fight. I don't care.
Right.
And they're like, nah, man, like that's kind of like, you don't go to no club.
Right.
I'm like, they're like, where the girls at? I'm like, what you mean? We don't need girls every time we see each other. Like, but this generation, it's about girls and then liquor.
And I wanna touch on that. Because I feel like we are in such a twisted society where men and women find it to be weird for guys to just hang out. Yeah. And it's so weird for me because I grew up in an era where it's like, that's what you did. Like you kicked it with your niggas. Like you didn't, like we did things where we had girls around, but sometimes like you just kicked it with your niggas. And I think the thing that women don't realize, and like, cause I think a lot of women look at it and they're like, why would dudes want to just hang out with dudes? They're like, that seems gay. And it's like the reason why dudes like hanging out with dudes is because it's carefree. That's what women can't seem to understand. It's like it's carefree. That's why we do it. Like there's no pressure. We don't feel like we have to behave a certain way, act a certain way. We don't got to go spend money. We don't got to do this. Like we can just chill and just watch a fight and drink and just laugh and have a good time. And we don't have to think about it. And it's like, that's what we enjoy. And it's like, women don't seem to understand that. They just seem to think that it's like, well, if guys is together, if there's not girls, it's gay, y'all must want to mess with each other and stuff. And it's like, no, like sometimes we want to just chill and have a good time without the pressure of having to like please somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like nowadays people like guys don't even want to do that because they're so worried about what other guys or what girls are going to think that it's like, well, nah, we can't just chill at the crib. Like if somebody find out, they going to think we gay. And it's like, nah, we just chilling, bro.
Yeah, that's weird because like I said, the two guys I hang out with, they both married. So obviously ain't no girls happening. Yeah. But sometimes their wives are there, sometimes they're not. You know what I'm saying? And we all just be chilling, doing our thing. It's not gay. It's not.
Right.
It's so thoughtless where it's like, I think we getting chicken. Anybody want to? All right, you gonna pick up some chicken real quick, you know? And that's the whole thing. Right. We need liquor. Okay, what did you want? Okay, cool. Let me grab it. Like, right. There's no arguing. There's no.
I think guys need to do that more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like in my era, guys did that all the time. Yeah. Like it was, and even from a woman perspective, it really wasn't even looked down on. Like women knew, like, yeah, guys' night out, like we did that, and nobody batted an eye at it.
That's what I was gonna say. Their wives too,
And we enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls was able to, the girls would have a girls' night, hey, guys' night. You know what I'm saying? Like all the guys get together, like, hey, our girls going out to the show, like, hey, everybody come to my house, we gonna do this, and we gonna have a good time. And that was cool. It wasn't like, oh, we gotta go to the club, we gotta get a section, we gotta do this.
Yeah,
guys gotta get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much enjoyment in it where it's like you get to just be yourself.
Yeah.
And the sad reality is, like, when we're around women, you can't 100% be yourself. Like, imagine like when you with the guys and you just being a slob, you know what I'm saying? And you just don't care about shit. Like, it doesn't matter. It's hard to do that around women because unless you're with a woman that you've been with and it's like y'all can truly be yourself, you can never really just like let your guard down and really just be you around women. So it's nice to just kick it with the guys when it's like, I don't got to worry about putting on the show. You know what I'm saying? I say that proverbially. I don't want people to think that like we're being hella fake, but it's like we get to just chill and relax. And it's like, if I got to fart, I'm a fart. I ain't got to be worried about like, let me run to the bathroom real quick because I don't want my girl to, it's like, it's just nothing. Like you could just live life.
And I think like, especially like the guys I hang out with, their wives already know, like, we chilling. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Even last night, I got a call like at 11 o'clock. Hey, pull up. We at the house chilling. Bet. That's all you got to say.
Yep.
I told girl I was, was here. I was like, hey, like, I'm about to go. Oh, why? What are y'all about to do? I was like, I don't know what we about to do. I don't know what we about to get into. I don't know what time I'm going to get back. I can't tell you. I could be going for an hour. I could be going for 3 hours. Whole time, I'm going to be sitting there probably just drinking a little something. She's like, is there like a fight on, a game? I was like, I don't know. I don't ask questions. It's simple as I'm here, pull up. Okay, bye. That's it. Like, guys are so simple.
Very simple. Very simple. Like,
I don't know what I'm getting back.
Insanely simple. And, it's like, I'm just now thinking, like, you don't even hear anybody talk about man caves anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what was the premise of a man cave? Was to have a spot where the boys could get together, women wasn't allowed. Like, don't come in my man cave. This is the part of the house that's off limits. The rest of the house is yours. You can do whatever you want to do with it. This is mine. It's like you don't even hear that anymore.
No.
Because now, like, it's so faux pas, it's so gay to even do that. And I'm just like, I've had some of the best times of my life being in somebody's man cave and we just clowning and drinking and chilling and laughing and watching whatever and just, but it's like, we got to get back to that, bro. We got to get back to that.
I fear that just my generation, as we get older, like, they're not really, like, they're not used to that.
Right.
And then, like, we're not really too keen on just spending time together. Like, all my boys, like, I've hit up my boys all the time. Hey, y'all, it's a fight tonight. Pull up. Wings, pizza, whatever, liquor, I don't care. It's already here. Really, nobody showed up. Oh, man, I'm going, my girl. Or I gotta go to the club, or I don't feel like going. And I mean, I respect it, but at the same time, it's like, dang, like, I called my old dudes, hey,
they like, sounds good, dog. Like, hey, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up.
Yeah, what groceries you got? I'm trying to get your groceries.
That's me, cool. Bro. Like, I'm pulling up to that 10 times out of 10. Like, all this other stuff, like, it's so performative to me, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't do anything that I don't want to do. And I also don't care how people feel about it. Like, I know we've talked about it on this podcast before where people, some will go viral. People have all these thoughts and stuff. And, the thing that I will always say to any of that stuff, that or just people in general, where it's like, you can have a problem with me. I'm still happy over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you spending your time posting something on the internet or complaining to your whatever, I'm happy. So at the end of the day, feel however you want to feel. Like, I'm still happy over here. Like, I'm enjoying my life and I'm happy with myself. Doesn't matter however you want to feel. Like, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Because especially like seeing the TikTok posts and all those comments, I don't look at them. I don't read them. Literally, the notifications say like plus 100 and something, 200 plus comments, 300 something. How many likes? I'm like, y'all think I'm about to go through all these? No, I'm playing Papa Shot. Still in my kitchen,
I'm going to continue to be happy over here, regardless of what you think. And I mean, I will say, like, that's when life changed for me. I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. But I remember I got to a point where I was just like, I'm just going to stop caring what people think. And I would say this to anybody. When you get to a point where you can just do what you want to do and not worry about what anybody feels about it, it's the freest that you'll ever feel in your life. Because you'll then realize that a lot of the stress that you put on yourself is because you're worried about what other people are going to think. And so now that's dictating what you do in your life. The minute you get to a place where you're just like, I'm going to do what I want and I don't care what anybody think about it, you'll never feel more free in your life than that.
No, seriously. And I think that's where I'm at right now, where it's just like, I can honestly care less about. I was driving back from getting the liquor. I was like, I have nothing to stress over. I got food in my stomach. Got some money in my account. A vehicle to go A to B.
Right.
What else am I tripping over?
Right.
Like, life is so simple. We choose to make it hard.
And that's guys in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys live such a simple life. Like, I remember, like, you see all the time where, like, you see, like, little skits where, you know, girls will ask their guys something about their guy friends, and they're like, I don't know. And they're like, how do you not know? You're with them every week. Because we don't talk about that shit. We don't care about that kind of stuff. Like, I literally know people from when I grew up that I'm like, I don't know what their full name is. Because they were so-and-so, and that's what I called them. You know why? Because I didn't give a fuck what their full name was. It didn't matter. What was that going to change? Like, that didn't matter, so we never talked about it. And women can't believe that that's true, because women talk about everything. They're going through all the detail and all this stuff, and it's like, guys, we don't do that. Like, we just want to chill and just have a good time. We don't care about all that shit because it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
we're so simple. Like,
like, we're extremely simple.
I've met a lot of guys through just hooping. You know, can't tell you their name, their full name at least.
Like, I don't really.
Their birthday.
Right, like, I don't know their birthday. I don't know nothing about where they grew up.
We see each other. It's like, oh, what's up, bro?
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? I have
sure.
One of my boys, he actually got me the Aces tickets. He's a trainer. Shout out to him. But for the Aces. And I hit him up. I met him through hooping. Guy's Instagram. I haven't seen him maybe in 9 months. Maybe a year. Hey, man, I wonder if I get some tickets real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of you. You know, like, because I believe in help anybody who helps me.
For sure.
He may be able to get them for free for me, and he did. I'm still going to throw you 40, 50 bucks just because you went through the hassle of giving me free tickets. You know what I'm saying? Which is cheaper than what I would have paid anyway. So I'd rather give it to you directly. And so I did, and he hooked me up, you know, no problem. Can't tell you nothing about that dude. I can't tell you his favorite color. Can't tell you his birthday. I can't tell you nothing about him. But when we see each other, it's always all love.
That's how I be with dudes, man. And that's how I love it to be. You know what I'm saying? Because we just focus on what matters, and that's just chilling and having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, all them other details, like, we ain't got no time to be dealing with that, man.
But man, what else? What else we got?
Where we at on the time?
We are at the 52-minute mark.
52 minutes, man. Time goes by so quick when we're doing these, man. Do we got any camera stuff, any tech talk? There ain't really been nothing happening in the industry. It's been a slow couple weeks. Like, I haven't even really seen anything. I mean, the FX5 shipment got delayed, so now they're looking at like September, end of September, for that to get shipped out.
How do you feel about? Because I was in the middle of buying one this week, Anamorphic lenses.
I've never dived into them. I think, I mean, at some point, I do think I want to get like more cinema lenses. You know what I'm saying? Because I say I'm a videographer just because that's what people would recognize and understand. But I'm definitely a cinematographer. Like, I like to build the scene. I'm big on light and things like that. So I do feel like at some point, like, I need to transition to actually having. Well, I want to rent some cinema glass because I want to see if there really is a difference. Like, I know people that are in that space. Like, sometimes you'll talk stuff up because it was the decision that you made. So you will amp it up because, like, you don't want to go against the decision you made. You want to be like, yeah, I bought these and it was dumb. I didn't need them. I want to see for myself, like, what's the special thing about having cinema lenses? Like, is it just a certain lens will give you a look, which is fine, but is it a look that I would care about? So I want to get some cinema glass and, like, really play with it myself to see. You know,
I've had some expensive glass. I had a 35 millimeter TT Artisans. Or was it 7 Artisans? Whatever one. And it was going for, like, I mean, expensive, but it was like $500, which, I mean, you know, it was a cinema, you know what I'm saying? And I paired that with a 35 millimeter Mikey lens that was maybe 160. And really, there's no different. I mean, on set, having the full manual control looks better, but they had no autofocus. I don't care about autofocus, but at the same time, if I need a 35mm lens for like the podcast, I'm just gonna put on the Mikey one.
Right.
The look is almost identical.
Yeah, I hate that about our industry where I feel like there's a lot of snobbism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people do things just because of the look of it, and I couldn't be further from that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to have it just because it quote unquote is gonna make me look better. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna have it, it's because there's it's gonna give me something in terms of what I'm doing that makes sense. But it's like if it's just, oh well, you need cinema glass because if you're on set and you still got a regular photography lens, like they're gonna look at you. Well then okay, then they're gonna look at me funny then.
Yeah, but it really don't matter. I mean, that's why I think I'm at the point of just buying lenses to complete different jobs. Like, I look at each lens I buy now like a toolkit. I want 100mm. Why? Because I want more depth of field, whatever. If I have like 35s, 50s, okay, primes of course. If I'm buying anamorphic, okay, obviously I'm shooting something a little more cinema style, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
I have a 50 that I never use.
Really?
I never, because I was big on 85 for the longest time.
I feel like 50 is bad.
85, I was using 85 for everything. And then I had a 35 because I bought a Sigma 35. I think I bought the 50 first. I think I bought a Sigma 50 first, and then I bought the 35. Didn't use either one of them because I was just big on 85s. That's all I would use. So one time I forced myself. I was like, I never use this daggone 35. I'm only taking this 35. And I'm going to force myself to use. I went out of town for a weekend. I was like, I'm only going to use this 35. Fell in love with it. I was like, I've been missing out because just the field of view just worked. I love Sigma glass. It's perfect. The 50 kind of was just like it's
like a happy medium.
Where I was like, I like the 35. If I wanted more, whatever, like I'm gonna go with the 85. Like I was like, I don't like the 50 doesn't fit. Now I keep it because like I just like to have it just in case. Like there could be a time where I don't have enough room for an 85, but 35 is too wide. So it's like I have it, I keep it because I'm like, it's nice to have a 50. You should have one. But I never use it because I'm just kind of like, I'm either gonna go 35 or I'm gonna go 85.
That's how I feel right now. Cause like I have a 35, I have an 85 right now, and I feel like I was looking at 50s, but I'm like, do I really need to? Because if I want wide, I'll put 35 on. If I want something a little bit more close up, 85. Like, there's no need for the 50.
I'm telling you, I never use it. I don't even know when I last used that 50. It's probably been, at least 5 years. Jeez. Because I don't think I've used it. I can almost say with certainty I've not used it since I've been in Vegas. I can, because I've pretty much been doing video most of the time I've been in Vegas. I've definitely not used that 50. So it's kind of like, maybe if I was in the photo world, I probably would still, I would use it a lot more. But just from a video perspective, there's just no time where I'm ever really wanting to reach for a 50. And again, like I keep it just in case, because there might be a time where I'm just like, I only have so much space. 50 is the longest that I can do. I would rather go, I'll go with the 50. So I keep it because I have it. It's EF, so it's like, it ain't even like I'm going to get any money for it. No. But I never use it. I never use it.
I was looking at 70-300s, but then I'm like, what am I really shooting? Because like, that's more so for sports for me if I'm going to use it. But I'm like, I don't shoot sports. I don't have a need for that. Then the anamorphic, I'm like, I could get behind those because I've gotten cinema glass that's regular, and it's like, I can't justify spending that amount of money. Maybe I need to rent some out, just to try them out. Like I saw like Cook has some good ones. And if I like them, maybe then I'll switch it up. But the image quality to me doesn't really change.
Like, I think what I would need to see, and why I would want to rent one as well, is I want to see what's the difference between shooting anamorphic and de-squeezing it versus shooting 16:9 and just putting the black bars, you know what I'm saying, and getting the same ratio. I from what I remember, like I remember I looked into it some time ago. I don't remember anything about it, but I do remember they had reasons of why you would use a anamorphic over just, doing that. I just want to test for myself, like, does it really matter? Because it's hard for me to really watch videos and hear people, because sometimes, like, again, I think people will justify things because it's the decision that they made.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like if I bought a 70 to 200, I'm going to give you all the reasons of why it makes sense to have it because I bought it. So in my mind, I feel like I want to justify my decision. And so it's like I have to take that with a grain of salt, because I'm like, well, y'all could just be one of those people that you just think you're better than somebody because you're shooting Anamorphic, and it's like that's not enough for me to want to get. Well,
yeah, and the thing is, because Anamorphic was really made for widescreen, of course, and movie theaters, stuff like that, when it came out. But I think nowadays it doesn't really matter. Like for me, the only other problem with Anamorphic is where I'm like, what am I shooting? Because I'm not going to shoot the podcast Anamorphic. There's no point. I'm not going to shoot anything on social media unless I'm providing like a test shot or something. Maybe a music video Anamorphic.
Right.
But again, how much content am I making that goes on social media? And it's like, I wouldn't use the Anamorphic lens for that.
Right.
That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the aspect ratio of Anamorphic. Yeah. I do. But I'm in the area where I'm just like, I could just back up and just film wider and then just do that aspect ratio in post.
The cinebars.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where I'm just like, what is a true animal? Like, what am I really getting? Like, let's take away like the aspect ratio, because it's like no matter what lens you use, you still got to frame it for what you want in the frame. You know what I'm saying? Too. So you could always frame it wider and then you can crop it however you want. So it's like I can include whatever information I want as well with any lens and just include enough in it to where I can punch in and post. So it's like, what am I really getting?
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying there's not. Like, I'm asking that question, like, legitimately. Like, if this gets clipped, it's like, I'm not saying that they don't have a purpose. I don't understand what the purpose is of it. Like, give me a practical reason of, is there anything more than just me backing up and filming wider? Because if that's all it prevents, it's like open gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just back up and film and do the same exact thing as you can with open gate. Open gate makes it a tad bit more convenient, but it's not giving me something that I can't do without it.
Which is also why I think it's kind of, for me, because I do shoot an open gate, where it's like, why would I have a full frame open gate sensor? Why do I want to put a lens that's going to crop it out? What's the point of shooting open? Obviously, you get, more like area to work with, but at the same time, I like the full frame look. I like having the square aspect. Why do I want to throw an anamorphic lens on that?
We're just gonna have to rent one.
I know. I'm thinking about it
and see. You know what I'm saying? That's why I miss LA. I miss LA. I miss Sammy's because Sammy's. If you've never been, have you been to Sammy's in LA?
I haven't.
First of all, Sammy's has everything. They have literally everything. And their rental prices are fantastic. And the best part is you can rent something from Sammy's. If you rent it Friday after 4, you get to keep it until Monday 10, and it's just 1 day rental. So you basically can have it for a whole weekend. It's just 1 day.
That's amazing.
Like, Sammy's is the best. Like, I remember when I moved here and I went to B&H or B&C for the first time, and I was just like, this is terrible.
I got beef.
I was like, I almost want to move back to LA just to get back to Sammy's, because B&C is trash, and especially their rental. Like, their rental, like they don't have anything.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you got to have them put a hold on your car for the entire price, which Sammy's doesn't do.
Yeah.
They do a hold, but it's only like $250 or something. Like, it's probably just whatever their insurance deductible is, most likely. And so I'm just like, well, I don't want to go to B&C, and it's like, okay, if I rent $10,000 worth of gear, you got to put a $10,000 hold on my car. Like,
you crazy?
Like, who? Like, I don't want to do that.
No. That's what
so yeah, B&C is trash. I miss Sammy's, but yeah, I feel like we'll have to rent one and just kind of see, like.
I hate B&C. I hate B&C with a passion.
I only get seamless paper from them. That's really the only thing I go, because they got the 108s. They got a good selection of 108s.
I wouldn't go there for nothing.
Yeah, that's the only reason I go.
I went last time I was up there. I needed a tripod plate.
They ain't have it, or they didn't know.
They had it. It was like
expensive,
$75.
Yeah, for what it was, yeah.
And it's like $15-20 on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I was just really like on my way to a wedding, and I forgot mine at home. That's the only reason why. And I was already out. I didn't have enough time to make it back to the crib.
Yeah.
Then I was like, all right, I'll go. Man, I spent that money. I was so mad.
I've never looked at anything else they had there. Like I went when I first moved here just to check it out and realized that it was small and they didn't really have anything. But then I saw that they had the seamless, like I said, and they had the 108s. And the 108s, like when you get it from Amazon, you got to pay the extra fee for the shipping because it's so long. So when I realized they had the 108s, I was like, oh, well, that's great. Like you guys are perfect if I need a 108. I mean, they had 20 different colors of the 108. So I was like, that's great.
That's cool.
And the price was fine. I mean, I think they're like $54, which is the same price as what they are on B&H or whatever. So I was like, that works. But I was like, everything else, like y'all, like, I mean, Sammy's is 3 levels, man. Like it's a whole big old building. They got everything.
Also, I went on their they had like a trade-in day, like things like 3 times a year.
It's probably trash.
It is trash.
Yeah,
everybody's lined up, and they offer you
pennies.
Because, and obviously, like, the smart move is like, okay, you're going to get offered pennies, but then you're going to probably buy something from them because they offer you 2 prices. You got the in-store credit, and you got the cash credit. I mean, cash price. So, obviously, in-store is a lot more money. But what they offered me still wasn't enough to be like, nah, I'm good. Like,
Right.
They offered me, like, $400 for my S5.
And you sold that yourself, right?
Oh, yeah, I sold that.
What'd you get for selling it yourself?
13.
Yeah, so, I mean, put it in perspective. 13, 4.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
$900
for the body
difference. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
because
crazy.
I think like brand new was like 16 at the time, 16, 17.
Yeah.
So I got like 13 used. But yeah.
Oh. On that note.
Well, all right then. This
On
has been
that
another
note.
episode. This one's gonna get clipped. I might get some calls after this one.
Right, you're gonna be in trouble.
I'm
you
not
know.
gonna be in no trouble.
See, I've got media training, okay, so I can emphasize over and over, like, hey, I'm not saying it's a negative.
Nah, I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
I'm just saying this is how I feel.
Hey,
but
man.
to that, I would say that to anybody's face too.
No, I would.
I don't say anything to anybody that I would not say to somebody to their face. I would say that, and it's like if you don't like me because of it, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like I'm saying anything wrong. Like you can do whatever you want to do, but I don't agree with it, and that's okay. You don't have the same way. I don't give a damn how you feel about what I do. You shouldn't give a damn how I feel about what you do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one guy in this world.
Yep.
My opinion should not matter to you.
Yeah.
So it's like if that's enough to get you worked up, it's because then there's truth to it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise you wouldn't care.
Exactly. I
So-
stand 10 toes for what I say on here, so I don't care. And that's the end of it. So.
That's what you need to change the name to, 10 Toes Down Podcast.
I like that. Yo, we might have to. 10 toes, fine. I like that. Might be a new name change for y'all.
yeah. Like, hey, we're gonna tell it like it is, and whatever happens is what happens.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
On that note,
Without further ado,
till next time.
peace.